What's up, everybody? I'm Dr. P with Human First Health and Movement, and I got a massage gun. So TriggerPoint was kind enough to send one out. This is the Impact Percussive Massage Tool. What is a percussive massage tool? Well, it looks like this. Typically, they started out as basically jigsaws, and people would adapt little impact points to it that we could press in on different parts of the body, because we know that vibration is very helpful for the myofascial system. It helps improve blood flow, it helps decrease pain, it helps improve range of motion and flexibility in those tissues and joints. And so nowadays they're all the rage. They have typically in the past, within the past 5 to 10 years, been thousands and thousands of dollars, and now they are very, very affordable and accessible. So that's what I love about this stuff. This is one of the newer ones. If we open this amazing packaging up here, you can see that there's the tool right there. It shows off a couple of the features. It's ergonomic handle. It's got a very nice tip on it. We've got a rechargeable battery, which is always what you want to see. And then on the back, it talks about just like what we talked about. Percussive massage can help increase blood flow, hydrate muscle tissue, promote flexibility, range of motion. Yes, 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 all true. It also makes a very good point about talking about how it can be used for your warm-up or your cool-down. So for recovering tissue and for warming up tissue, and that is all true. And we can get into that. But I want to open it up and show you guys what's going on. So the Impact here, pretty no frills, aside from cool looking box. We've got basically a big piece of foam in here that has the gun inset into it. We've got a little box here that contains the charger. Comes out of the box relatively uncharged. It had maybe 3 seconds to charge, but it seems to be charging pretty quickly, which is great. I like it so far. It's got a good heft to it. It definitely feels like a heavy piece of equipment. Which I can then fully appreciate that ergonomic handle here if I'm going to be using this on somebody. And also, instead of that vibration going back into my wrist or arm or hand or fingers or anything like that, the gun is actually going to be absorbing a lot of it because it's got some mass to it. So I really like that. I'm excited to test it out when it's all charged there. All right, so this thing, let me tell you, it's a new day. I was able to charge it a little bit yesterday. It took about an hour to an hour and a half maybe to get up to full charge. Used it on a patient, really easy to use. Patient loved it. Used it on myself, used it on my partner, and with about 30 minutes of nonstop use, wasn't overheating. It was a little bit warm, but the vents seemed to be doing their job. Really easy to put leverage in, really easy for a lay person to be able to figure out how to use this. Not necessarily what side goes where, but kind of how to hold it to feel the tissue through the device. Another thing that's really helpful with IES team devices like this, scraping, grassing, that kind of stuff. But something that's really helpful if you're not using your thumbs or your hands on tissue to be able to feel it through the device, and that's something that also translated really well. So overall, I'm pretty impressed with this TriggerPoint device, the Impact here. It seemed like it held its charge really, really well after 30 minutes of use. It was still at full bars. So I'm excited to use it in practice. I'm excited to see what the longevity of this device is. Obviously, I can't tell you that right now, but just so far off the bat, it looks really well made. And the battery holds its charge, and it's really easy to hold, and it even has some ergonomic curves here, so it's really easy to put your hand around the device. I don't have the biggest hands in the world, and this thing is perfect for me. So yeah, just a fantastic little device. I highly encourage you to pick up a device like this that is affordable. It's easy to use on yourself in a whole bunch of different areas, yeah, percussive massage, get it in your life. This is great. This is great. All right, y'all. It's been about a month since I last recorded and talked about this guy, and I've had so much success with this. It's been super cool to be able to practice incorporating a lot of my soft tissue techniques with this kind of tool. It's been a huge thumb saver when I've needed it. The battery has been amazing. It's at full charge right now. I haven't charged it in like 5 days, so that's pretty cool. It's held the charge really well. It's been consistent. There's been no crazy explosions or weird clicking noises or anything like that. It's done what it's supposed to do. I thought it would be, it feels light. I thought it would be a little bit unwieldy, but it's actually really easy to use and handles the weight well when you're getting that vibration back into your hand. And yeah, I've had like a handful of patients ask me, how much is this? Where do I get one? So that's always something that's really cool, being able to expose people to new technologies and new ways to be able to treat themselves. I always hate monopolizing. It's a weird thing to say as a doctor. I hate monopolizing, your own knowledge and skills where someone has to come to you. So as often as I can, there's always things that only I can do, but as often as I can, I try and give people the tools that they need to put health in their own hands, and this is one of those tools. So the TriggerPoint Impact, super cool, very happy with it, and yeah, I'll just be here.